everybody, welcome back to Stratego Freaks for another exciting video. I do not know what the heck that is up there for. All right. I should be online. Can you hear me, Silverhammer?
Yo!
Great. So guess what, peeps? It's round 2 of the best of 7 between Winner and Nemesis. Last night's game, pretty entertaining. Winner definitely showed why he is the #1 online player in the world right now. And I'm going to take a look at the rankings. He is sitting at 886.9 ELO, a solid 100 points above the next guy. Hold on. What's that, bud? You can hear me? Oh, good. All right, so, and his, once again, I'll reiterate there, he's clearly distanced himself above, the top players here in the top 20. Silverhammer, have you ever played Winner?
I have many a times I've played the young lad, and I don't think I have a single win against Winner, unfortunately.
How many times you guys played?
Let me check up on that for you. Let's see, Silverhammer stats. Let's see here, results per opponent. I have played Winner a total, for those of you at home wanting to know, 8 times. So my record with Winner is 0-8 in his favor.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, there are a couple times in those 8 games that I just wasn't trying whatsoever because,
that's a
I was
problem.
already I was, yeah. So I was upset, and he capitalized on it. Like, he's joining a game while I'm streaming,
right?
And he knows that I'm tilted already, and then he joins, and he knows that he's obviously the favorite. Like, out of 100 games, he's going to be the favorite at every single one of those games.
Right.
So, I did not try. So maybe about 3 or 4 of those games I didn't even try. But there's a good 4 games, 5 games maybe, where I definitely tried to best the young lad. And, I think I might have had one game where I had some drawing chances, but it was very, very close. So.
Right. Yeah, I've played him. I'm not going to pull up the stats, but I think I played him. My record's like 2-5 or 2-6 or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's pretty close. And the first victory I did get was a complete shit show. I got lucky. What I did do though was get a read that his flag was in the corner, and I just put all my eggs in one basket and went for it, and I was right. And he made a critical error, letting a minor get by. And I know the moment that he made the mistake, he probably was like, "What did I just do?" And I got lucky. I'll say that for sure. I had to make a couple of assessments, and I took out the defending piece. Yeah, I let him take something, opened it up, and got to the flag. And then we've actually had several competitive matches, and there's been a couple blowouts in there, but there was several where I was actually I called a bunch of bluffs, and I was just in control. And then he, my inexperience and his, superior play just kind of got the game back in his court, and he got me. I did have one game where I was just pretty much winning from start to finish and got him, and I'm pretty proud of that game. But that said, I sensed like I felt in danger all the time, and that's kind of what Winner brings to the table. You second guess yourself, and he's real good at that.
For sure.
Yeah.
He is definitely no scrub.
No.
Like some of these other characters on here.
It looks like actually Winner's commenting in the I think.
The live chat.
Yeah. If I go ahead and stop the miner, I make the flag obvious and loose. Oh, I see. Okay, and that does make sense. Yeah, thank you, Winner, for your input there. I thought maybe you had just kind of misclicked or made a mental error there, but and in fact, that kind of input is what I'm looking for. As you can see, he was vulnerable and he did not want me to, and judging by the comments over here in the live stream, that that's the kind of mindset that these guys have, is he was clearly thinking that he may be vulnerable and wanted to play a ruse. And I took, I got lucky, like he's mentioning here, that I did get lucky, and I acknowledge that. But once again, my style of play is if I get a read, I'm going. And I'm not going to wait for someone like Winner to...
Yeah, you can't second guess yourself.
No. When you do, and sometimes you look back at a lot of games, and that... Okay, let me click over on the match here. And
are we setting up? Oh, yeah, they are setting up.
So, clearly I'll cherish that win, regardless of the luck factor.
Right.
So,
and hey, let's get everyone in this stream right now. Make sure you drop a like on this channel, on this stream right now. Say hi if you're here to witness this epic battle tonight.
Let's get focused in on the two competitors here. Nemesis got outplayed a bit last night for sure. Fought very hard. Made it, a kind of a fun game to watch. But Winner showed why he is the number one player on Stratego. And I'm very curious. I really have no idea, once again, what Nemesis or Winner are going to do. They very rarely repeat the same setup and mindset, so it should be pretty wild.
Yep, I'm excited to see what these two great players bring. Winner has a little bit of can catch his breath a little bit right off the bat here with one game buffer, but again, you got to bring your A game every single game. It looks like they're away now.
Rock and roll. Well, I'm actually going to switch. Hold on, let me rotate view. All right, I have.
Are we looking at Nemesis point of view?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And let me
yeah, so we got some left flank action going on here.
Yeah, Winner seems to course correct pretty good from game to game. You're not going to just figure it out coming out of the gate.
Right.
And usually when I'm playing in these when I'm playing a high-level player, I make a decision pretty early. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And I stick with that. It's led to a lot of losses having that mindset too. But it is what it is. All right, here we go.
Ooh. Colonel exposed for the Nemesis. And... okay. A couple captains revealed.
Yeah, that A6 piece is a mystery. That could be anything.
Yeah. Cannot risk it on that one. Definitely a good call there. Could easily be the old Jin or Marshall. And, okay. All right. Got the recapture there for the old Sergeant. And let's see what we have here. Interesting.
All right.
Pretty symmetrical setup here.
Two colonels exposed, and now
a major now. The handsome devil.
Right.
And well, great. I mean,
it looks a little bit like you, Silverhammer.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe in some alternate universe. Yeah, but yeah, we have A4 for Nemesis and I6 for Winner.
Colonels.
Couple of colonels revealed, and now a major in the center lane here. It'll be interesting to see how Nemesis responds to this information. Pushing the major away, repelling from the center there a little bit, and Winner wanting to find out, a major of his own revealed.
Right.
So we got 2 kernels and 2 majors revealed pretty early. It's pretty even, info and material wise.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the style of trade is going to be vastly different from what we saw last night. I do know Winner came down was aggressive on that right side of the board with a 3-piece kind of blockade, and went after that. When he discovered the major, he just went after it, kind of took a baby risk, and I think it was a good risk to go after the major,
right?
And pick that up early, and he never really went down in material after that. It was close, but it wasn't. He was never really in danger.
Right.
So it's funny though. Nemesis is funny because we talk about strategy and mindset, but when it comes down to game time, I really don't know what he's going to do. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Right.
That's one of the blessings of playing with your kids or people that you're friends with, is that you can talk about these strategies and setups and styles of play, and it really makes it fun. That's a push. Taking that. Okay.
All right. Well, curious to see these kind of sort of weird blocker pieces, with the minor there.
Right.
Very interesting choice. Well, it makes sense. Makes sense though.
Yeah. Well, if you can, use a minor as a bluff piece, and they buy it, that can stay.
Oh yeah, pretty devastating.
Exactly, and then once they bring it down into the setup, you're still sold that it could be a piece, and then all of a sudden your tripod's opened or they've discovered something else, and so I don't mind one minor early. There's been several games, I tend to save them, but I'm not opposed to a minor being used early and getting into the setup. I've won some pretty nice games by bluffing that minor, opening up the tripod and getting in there. Or wedge, as we're calling it.
Wedge, yep. In the States, that's what we call it.
Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments about wedge versus tripod. What do you prefer?
Yep. Absolutely. So let's not lose track. H8 is the kernel for Winner. Now G8. Now G7.
Right.
But I think he's obviously not banking on Nemesis for getting anything. Obviously, Nemesis probably has one of the sharpest memories on the site. To be honest with you.
Well, I think between these two guys, you're looking at some very high level memory. I think at Nemesis is 15 and gets distracted, and Winner has high functioning and high tuned that perception,
right?
And so but like what I've seen Nemesis do with memorizing setups is unbelievable, to be honest. For me, anyway. I mean, it might be.
Yeah. So it's wow. Okay, Lieutenant there. A4 for Nemesis Colonel as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. And that A6 piece has not moved a muscle.
Which one?
A6.
Yeah, it's still
Winner.
just
it's kind of a little bit of a standoff
chilling
there.
Mm-hmm. Just chilling. Good to see you, bros. Good to see you, Charlie and Smalley. Tripod are much better. Lamau. What a nooba. But pushing up on the lieutenant here, interesting. The colonel is not backing, so Nemesis could take this lieutenant and risk exposing whatever is on I-6 here.
Yeah, Nemesis being
Maybe
down
he's
those two sergeants is, once again, these are the that's a
yep.
push.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Winter was expecting something as strong as a colonel, perhaps. Maybe he has a colonel of his own or a major there. I wouldn't imagine it's it can't be a second colonel, I guess. And he's just going to go in for the trade now. Yeah, okay. So nice, picked up the loot there. Not bad.
No, I'd say at this situation you're trying to get a piece and exchange just to crawl back into the game.
Yeah, I mean if you always take a piece before you trade, I don't see how you ever lose a game. So
Agreed.
It's pretty good.
Well, especially being down the two sergeants, you've got to get material back. So, like a piece get and then exchange, it makes sense, and well played by Nemesis there.
For sure.
Realizing the situation.
We got Captain Dirtbag coming into the chat now.
What's up, D-Bag?
So, thanks everyone for joining. Let's see. Kind of a little bit of a stalemate going on here now, a little bit. Shuffling some pieces around, trying to figure out what's next.
Brahugis 911, what's up, dog?
Brahugis.
Yeah.
Legendary name. Right. Any bets on, if the flags are going to be open for either player? I mean, I know it's obviously way too soon to tell, but, I think... what were the flag situations last time? We didn't find out, huh?
We never got to the flags.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. Okay.
I'll have to. I'll talk to Nemesis after the match and figure out what that was, and I'll put that in the comments or something.
Be insane if Winner went for the old A6 flag. I'm obviously mainly joking, but I mean,
yeah, the impossible flag,
the old Dobby trick. Oh wait, that is impossible. What am I doing? I thought that was A7. Oh my. Okay, yeah, that's not possible. Okay, yeah. So here comes Nemesis with his other colonel now on C4 coming. C4, which is explosive. Yeah, he's gonna be coming in here. Trying to figure out what is this guy doing? Like, what is this guy doing? So, and now we've kind of transposed into one of these like top ELO games where we're just kind of waiting for someone to do something.
Well, this is the real mindset where if you're new to the game, they came out of the gate, exchanging pieces, kind of jostling around, and now they're getting situated and.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very
settling in, getting the pieces where we want them.
I think both players are very comfortable right now. There's no real disadvantage. I mean, two sergeants
for the captain and minor
having the two captains and minor to the lieutenant. It's an even game.
There we go.
It's a very even game.
Interesting. We got to push here into the blue base by the man himself. And, this is a pretty aggressive action here.
He's in the setup.
He's in there. Oh, with a capture. And no recapture immediately. So, picking up a scout there. Kind of risking this captain on a limb here. Wow. Okay, there's the major. So picking up the lieutenant, educated guess there, we'll call it, captain's exchange. So kind of exposing a little bit more of Nemesis' setup.
Yeah, it's a nice play by Winner to come in there and get even with the lieutenant and pick up a little information there. But, then now the captain advantage is in Nemesis's favor. Let's see if he
Yep.
can parlay that into a victory here. Very exciting.
Absolutely. All right, we got E4 as the colonel there, sitting there for Nemesis, kind of just eyeing down the center lane there. Got winner now with the defender gone, taking some advantage of the space in the left lane now, and so we'll see what how Nemesis chooses to respond. Time pretty even, 3 minutes used. Okay. We're going to respond by pushing on these pieces. Get out of my base, says Nemesis. Good to see you, Marcy, in the chat now. And
Marcy's in there.
Tredrin. Yep, Tredrin. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
Welcome.
Make sure you leave a like on this stream. Please do it right now, or you will not get a cookie.
No cookies.
No cookies for you.
Yeah, Marcy Wu, the current king of Strategus.
The four-time champ.
Yeah.
Four-time defending champ.
I think 5-time now, bud. I could be wrong.
Well, somebody better be keeping track, because...
Well, it's supposed to be Maelstrom and myself, but I'm always kind of a step behind.
Right. Double digits in the house. Woot woot. Let's celebrate that.
Go.
Thank you for the 10 spectators. Let's go. That's what we want to see, man. 2026 is we're gonna hit triple digits. I promise you. All right, these streams are gonna get crazy. Okay, so we kind of got back to the game though. Here we got some pieces moving. More setup is being exposed here. And Winter's doing a pretty good job of not revealing too much information into the form of like what pieces are what.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Okay, that's a good burn of a scout there for Nemesis, in my opinion.
Right.
Nothing too crazy with a lieutenant. Probably one of the worst bits of information Winter could have gotten realistically. So that's good. No hot sight or hair of either the general or the marsh for either player so far. So we can only assume that as more and more smaller pieces get taken off this board, that someone's going to have to take a gamble with a hit at some point.
It's always the way. At some point, there's going to be that bingo
icebreaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A crack of the seal where the tension just gets popped, and it's always the way. I feel like both players are not going to have an open flag.
It's
hard to say.
It's grabbing the first bomb revealed. For Nemesis.
Was there any bombs revealed in yesterday's game? I don't even remember.
I don't think so, although I could be wrong. But Nemesis has a bomb on B2. That is confirmed. And Winter has done a good job maintaining both his third and fourth ranks sealed, whereas Nemesis, unfortunately, involuntarily, has had to expose his third rank a little bit, at least for G2 and H2,
right,
from the intrusive captain.
So bombed-in locations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and possibly 7 for Nemesis, and a full 10 for Winter. I don't know if any of those the 9 rank file pieces moved yet. I kind of spaced out. But,
no, they have not.
Okay,
for Winter, no, they haven't.
So it could be anywhere.
Yeah, and the most likely wedge, I guess, technically B1 for Nemesis, just because
that would be a potential wedge for sure.
But there's a lot of fakes since all the bombs for both players are in their third and fourth ranks. So, I mean, okay, here we go. The first and the third rank broken for Winter, and this is really the piece you probably want to start with, one of these outer pieces, because you're only breaking up one potential bombed-in location as opposed to, less likely for others.
Right.
But
last night, I do believe time did become a factor. Very even,
for Nemesis.
Yeah, and it was even. And then about mid game, Nemesis started to go down when he was calculating, and that always is going to be a factor, especially between these two players. Like if it gets down to the final minute, you need to be able to calibrate quickly. All right, here we go.
Lieutenants exchange. So we will not be forced to draw after 200 moves. It's good.
Yeah. Right.
So, okay. And Colonel's still sitting there in the center there for Nemesis, I believe.
I know both of these players do not like draws. I know that Nemesis will make things very stingy, but he doesn't like it. But he's just,
Right.
And I know Winter doesn't either. I believe if he's going to progress the game, he will. And
Right. Absolutely. Do we have any bets on what this A6 piece is for Winter? Any bets?
I think it's a piece.
I mean, well, it's definitely a piece. I think that it could very well be something sneaky. It could potentially be maybe a little Colonel action, maybe a little maybe even a General. It's doing something sneaky. Starting on A9 General is not impossible for this player.
Not at all.
Even a Marshal, or
Yeah.
a Spy. It could literally be anything except a Bomber flag, unless he's got the advanced version of this game, in which case, well.
Well, I like how there's still two scouts on the board. And,
for both players,
yeah.
I mean, there's still definitely some tricks at play here with the scouts. Until those are off the board. Just a minor, says Barrigas. Potentially. I don't know if Winter would want to go into a 2-minor deficit, but
that's a good point.
I don't know. You never know with these kids, man.
No, you can't.
Got a lot of pieces eyeing this I4 piece as well. Oh,
You've gone into
an aggressive action is taken, and another minor has been taken from Winter. What a capture there from the Nemesis.
Not allowing those to come down there.
Yeah, get your miners out of there. He looked at that miner and he said, I can tell you what you can do with your miner. You can take it back up to your side of the setup. And well, actually, he can't even do that. It's going to the graveyard.
You're going in the graveyard, dead and buried.
Oh, back rank.
Okay, this is.
That's how you know Winter is 100% on tilt. Moving the 4th rank. Don't let this guy play poker because he's going to go on tilt. Okay, so interesting developments here. Now Winter has to be ultra careful with these last 3 minors. Put some respect on the minors, okay?
Yeah, the minors are the most important piece on the board in the end game. No question.
Yeah, 100%. Can we get some hashtag respect the minors in the chat, please?
Miners.com.
Respect the minors. Okay, so a lot of pieces, a lot of tension now building up here on this file here.
Yep.
A couple files, A and B files. So Nemesis having to react here a little bit. Ooh, doggy. This is the A9 piece, so this could be the Colonel, this could be the General, this could be the Marshal. So maybe Winter is baiting a hit here.
Yep.
He does know that B2 was a bomb, so A2 is likely not to be a bomb, although it could very well be a bomb. You never know. The old double horizontal bomb trick. We learned that one from Dobby, all right?
Yep. So now the time is about a minute differential in Winter's favor. Still not a factor at this point in the game. Hashtag respect miners. Thank you,
respect
thank you, Charlie and Smalley.
Yep. Stratego _D. Welcome to the stream. Marshall exposed for Nemesis, taking the scout. And there it is. We knew it was going to come. When were we going to take a piece? And he did. Is that the A10 piece he took?
Yeah.
Wow, what a risk there. trying to get a read there.
Yep.
Didn't quite execute 100%. And a captain
Down two captains.
Finding a major. So a lot of information Winner just garnished, though, from this encounter.
Yep.
Marshall and a major, and then the colonel is still known in the center there. I believe
we're going to have to
E4.
see where this Nemesis's general is positioned. If it,
no kidding, because
right.
Winner's general has a lot of counterplay in the center here now.
Correct.
So we definitely need to figure that out. And
here we go.
This could very well be the general now. And I think Nemesis needs to be considering getting some of these pieces to safety. And here it comes. I think now threatening the colonel on E4, if I remember correctly. But Nemesis may have the general waiting in the wings here.
And there
he does. And there he does. So not an insane amount of counterattack there from Winner, although the only unfortunate part is Nemesis got no value from his general. But
I think losing the minimal amount was.
What did he even pick up there?
I think it was a scout, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, so he got basically nothing for that.
Yeah, it was a good exchange for Nemesis. He still has the two captains, and yeah, his marshal is exposed, but that's spy is still very secret and
still very much alive.
Right. So this is really getting interesting here.
Yeah.
This is what you can expect. I mean, these guys are going to go at it. There's 7 games. This is game 2. We're going to see a lot of different style of play and aggressive. There might be some games that end very quickly. But at the end of the day, this is a great experience to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really enjoying it. I love watching my son. If you guys don't know, Nemesis is my son. And one of my favorite joys in the world is watching him play. And I don't even care who he plays, but when he gets an opportunity to play the best guy online, I love it. And it's so fun. And
absolutely.
If you any young fathers out there, okay, here we go.
Got a Colonel.
Yep.
Now coming in. Colonel's pretty strong.
Right there, yeah,
Marshall's
for sure.
on A4, so probably would have liked to scoop up something better than a minor there, but minor is still a piece.
All right, so time very close.
Yeah, Colonels could exchange here. Okay, nope, not going to go for the exchange. Winner, Marshall still out in the open there, still out in the wild. And we do have Nemesis coming to offer the exchange for this Carnold. And Winner moving up the board pretty fast with this piece.
I bet you that's the Marshall.
It probably is.
Yeah.
And what would be so sick if Nemesis' spy just so happened to be on G3 right now. That would be pretty insane now. But, okay, he's going to go for it. Let's see what happens. I think he moves another piece, honestly. I think that's what's going to happen here. Yep.
Bang.
Of course, he could be bluffing this as the spy, potentially. I don't know. If you're Winner here, you can't be sold on anything, though. I mean, time situation is looking pretty even. Both have used about half their thinking time.
Yep.
Winner has about 30 more seconds, roughly. So pretty even in that regard.
This is a kind of a game-defining decision potentially right here.
Oh yeah. I would say so. I think that ultimately Winner needs to decide how he's going to respond because he's going to have to get some compensation. You can't go down 2 captains in the end game, even if it's for 2 sergeants. So he needs to, whatever he reveals his marshal for needs to be something like I would say at least a captain. I mean, even if it's a known captain, I think that might be worth it at that point. And then he can play for the advantage or whatever. But pushes that piece down. Maybe he believes that's the spy, and he's going to go ahead and try to trap this piece. He's kind of made it pretty much face up that this is his marshal, though. Or at least, and if it's not, this is a tremendous bluff.
It's a marshal.
I think so, yeah. It's pretty face up, as we say in the pokers. But, okay. So this is the Colonel now coming in on G2 here. And, okay, yeah, this is best case scenario for winner, I suppose.
For sure.
With the Colonel being there on F3 for Nemesis, so there's no fear of that piece being the spy. So he's technically free rolling this capture on H3, unless he goes to I3. I suppose he can retreat to I3 for now. Okay, he's just going to get the information basically. He's going to force winner to give him the info, which is probably the best play at this point.
Agreed.
Especially if this is, I suppose even if this is the spy, I don't know if it can be the spy, but yeah, I don't think it can be because at this point, I mean, it doesn't really matter because there wasn't really any other better option for Nemesis here. I think if he moves to I3, he's just going to get forked with the Colonel there still, and then he still loses a piece.
Okay.
Okay. My goodness. It wasn't the Marshal.
That's right. Fooled again.
He's thwarted again. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, well, and now Nemesis does elect to move this out of the scout's path.
Oh, is that the spy? That is the real...
Okay, and now winner attacking this piece with his Colonel still. And he might still have an opportunity to win a piece here. Well, not quite. Because, the Colonel's blocking there on F3, so he's got some escape squares here. Can pressure that scout again with this piece as he originally intended to, yeah. So
really nice play by Nemesis there to make that
call the bluff essentially almost. Kind of risky play, but it paid out. Ooh, finding another bomb for that scout, probably the best case scenario for winner. So we got an E1 and a B2 bomb now exposed for Nemesis. So could be a wedge there, a D1 flag for Nemesis.
Time just about even, and
yep, a little over half their time used up now at this point in the game, and Colonel retreating now for winner grabbing this blue piece here, all the way up there on J7. Marshal and Major still have not moved for Nemesis, A2 and A4. So we'll see
which one was the Marshal.
Marshall's on A4 for Nemesis, and A2 is the Major. This is the mystery piece here for winner coming down the F rank, or F file rather. And
no more scouts for winner either.
Yeah, Nemesis does still have the one scout, which could play a factor here in about 10 minutes. For sure skis, as they say. Having two bombs known, not insanely great for winner, but not insanely bad either. And, it could be worse, I guess. It gives them a little bit more information about how the setup is structured. E1 and B2, we got to keep that in consideration a little bit. And so here we have this piece pushing up for Nemesis on this B file going into winner.
And for the real first time of the match, Nemesis has pieces down in the setup.
Yeah, it's been hard for him to get some counterplay.
Yep.
A little bit because there's just too much. Winner's pretty good. I think and this is why. Yeah, winner's really good at applying pressure to his opponents. I think that's why he's one of the top players on the site, obviously.
Well, yeah, I picked up on
And
something yesterday where he brought down a three-piece combination, and really, it was hard to decipher what. I mean, I guess that should be considered standard, but it was kind of the way, the cadence of how he moved the pieces down. There was a confidence to it, and I think that is actually a part of Stratego. The how fast you move, sometimes even a delay in your movement can really throw your opponent off. There's a little bit of poker into that as well. Where you're making your opponent think by how you're behaving, and so I really enjoyed seeing that yesterday.
Yep, I agree. Two of Nemesis's pieces here getting pressured. There's the last scout gone now,
Okay,
exposing a
major.
major.
That's a target.
Yep, so we got two majors now exposed, one for Nemesis, one for Winner. And this piece is getting pressured here.
Yeah, I do believe that, the Nemesis is going to need to find out where this Marshall is, because this is going to be if he's going to parlay these two captains, he's going to need that info.
Yep.
That's a tank.
Okay, giving Winner a bit of a taste of his own medicine, taking in the open.
Another major.
Yep, two majors now exposed for Winner. One on the B file, one on the J file.
Correct. All right, here comes the Marsh up the left side of this board, right?
This is actually the major.
The major.
So, so the old corner major trick for Winner, classic maneuver there. It's pretty uncommon, but I guess not uncommon enough. And we do see, Winner created a couple targets for him, but the issue is the majors are pretty powerful because both of Nemesis's top pieces are exposed. So Marshall being on D4 now for Nemesis, and E3, I believe, is still the Colonel. So these majors have pretty good.
Yeah, I believe the E1 square was a bomb on Nemesis.
E1 and B2.
Yeah, so Winner's going to probably try to target that as a potential tripod between the C1, D2, and E1 squares, and really try to figure it out. Okay, so here comes a back row piece coming off of G.
G1 could be the spot. I'm just kidding. Could be, though. I mean, knowing these players, anything is possible. Time situations are starting to slowly get desperate as we move into the bottom third of their time available. And this major retreats pretty heavily into the setup here, and Nemesis being forced to defend with this Marshall, running back and forth between these flanks. Let's not forget C8 is Winner's major, C8. And then and J8. C8 and J8.
That's correct. Thank God someone's paying attention.
I'm trying to lock in, buddy. I'm sure. And D4 for the Marshall, A3 for the major, B2 and E1 for the bombs. And E3 for the Colonel. Goodness. I'm really trying. Okay, so actually the Colonel is the one thing I definitely don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's either E3 or G3. Oh, no, it can't be G3.
All right, we're down to the final 4 minutes here. 4:30, very close in time. These guys are playing a tremendous match right now. I'm so proud of both of these young guys. Yep,
they are definitely exuding their knowledge of this game. And okay, another piece here for Nemesis getting moved here. So at this point in time, it's pretty obvious that the flag should be over in the B, C, or D area for Nemesis. Although this could be a ruse. This could be just a ruse to get Winner to think that. Maybe his flag could very well be on H, I, or J1, which would be insano. And there's not many to worry about too many scouts at this point. This piece that's coming up here, though, on the F file for Nemesis is definitely not a good piece. Major at best. So he does need to be worried about the Marshal still a little bit here. Because Winter is kind of sort of relegated now. He's at such a piece deficit almost, kind of sort of, that he's kind of just relegated to shuffling a little bit, especially with his two known majors. So
Yeah.
oh,
Progress.
yeah.
What a tremendous match.
Yeah. I mean, this is just showing top level play here. Okay, here we go. Something's going to happen. Something is bound to happen here, folks, today. And, Lieutenant now exposed for the winner. And the minors are now equal.
Those
Nemesis
spies
down,
very,
Sergeant.
very quiet. There is
Very quiet. Man. What a matchup here. What a I mean, just a long game, honestly.
down to 3 minutes and 34 seconds for Nemesis. Very interesting. This is going to be one of those games, guys. This is why we're doing this. This is what we want to see.
Yep.
You know, top of the food chain, going at it, coming down to the wire. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Nemesis coming in here on the I file, coming in with a piece. It's not the Marshal. Marshal's still on D4 there for Nemesis. And the Colonel on E3, Major on A3. And Winter's actually done a decent job shuffling. Pretty sure his majors are on C8 and G8, but I could be wrong. I think the lieutenant just moved if he shuffled that back. About to cross the 40-minute mark on this game. Goodness. Something is going to happen, potentially. Nemesis just slowly encroaching.
Yep, coming down. If you're at this point, I'm going to make a call on Winner's flag, and I think it's D10.
D10 is the flag.
Take your bets, people.
Any bets on the old Nemesis flag? Maybe C1, maybe B1. Could be D1 though, because E1's a bomb. So, I think C1's actually the least likely candidate technically.
Winner telling us that E8 or D7 is possible spy. It's hard to say because he's not afraid to just bluff or just bluff, so you don't really know.
Yeah. Well, isn't B4 the Marshal there for Nemesis?
Is it? I thought it was
Another piece.
D6. I could be wrong. So both guys are okay.
More pieces moving for Nemesis. Let's see if it pays out for him. Winner just going to the old 3-square dealio. Nemesis going for some initiative here in this game, and he will take. Definitely a risky play.
That was a risky play.
Now his piece advantage is basically non-existent.
I think that is the first bomb discovered over on Winner's side of the board.
Now here comes the Marshal for Nemesis on B5, I believe. I'm like 97% on that.
That's a good percentage.
Well, we know how I am with percentages. And
fair enough.
Fair enough. Oh, this could be the
Exchange.
Oh, see, yeah, that just tells you what I freaking know. And now we got the majors coming to exchange potentially, but again, at this point in time, I'm not so sure Nemesis is going to be wanting to trade pieces
No.
because he does still have the captain, but he is down the lieutenant and the sergeant at this point.
Yeah, trading
And his marshal is exposed.
Yeah, trading
So-
isn't the right move. I'm
No,
going to
he's-
stick with the read though. That the flag is on D10 for winner's
Good
side, and it could be D1 for Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Colonels are off the board now, so winners remaining two majors are pretty strong now. And we do see. So yeah, you're right. E6 must be the marshal there for Nemesis. Okay. And now that winner has picked up the captain, exchanged the colonels, he probably feels a little bit better about his position.
Yeah, he's definitely winning right now. The material piece, even though the big piece is not in his favor, I think having the sergeant, lieutenant, that's a strong position to be in right now at this point in the game, especially being up in time as well.
Yeah.
All these factors play into.
Yeah, two minutes above 2 minutes over on time here. He's still not willing to take any big leaps. Got the bomb there on I9 for winner. B2 and E1 for Nemesis. And just Nemesis slowly bringing up these pieces to try and figure something out. I would have to say, I'm pretty sure, for sure, the major on A5, Marshall on E7. The spy has got to be amongst the pack there on that 3 cluster over there on the right flank, I would think. If not, that's insane bluff at this point. Because, I mean, it's going to be any move now that winner's going to take a piece and hope that it's halfway decent with the marsh. And now we have Nemesis forcing the exchange. Interesting maneuver there. Simplifying the game a little bit. He must have some trick up his sleeve that we aren't seeing. But I mean, when we're looking at the graveyard, I mean, Nemesis down to just a mere 9 movable pieces to winners. I guess it's about 9 to 9, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
He's
10.
down 2 pieces.
Okay. Winner coming in here.
Now
Threatening the F1 piece.
That could be the marshal.
This could very well be the marshal for winner.
Yeah.
On H8.
Correct.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
That felt like a marshal right there.
Yep. Okay. If Nemesis can blind spy this piece, I think winner might. This could be enough. Oh boy.
Locking down.
Oh my goodness. I think it is. I think this very well could be. A lot of tension.
Indeed. This is great, Stratego. Everybody watching, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you're enjoying this game on Stratego Freaks. I want to thank Silverhammer for joining for commentary once again. I'm really enjoying this, guys, and appreciate everybody. Thank you, dude.
And the reverse bluff from Nemesis. What an excellent play, reaching at any ground. I think that's what he's doing there. G3 there. kind of like threatened the piece after he was coming to take it because he read it as the spy. What a great, and if that's a reverse bluff tell, oh my, if that actually is a spy on G3, that's going to be insane. I think he can blind spy the marshal because I think he might have placed enough doubt in Winner's mind on that being the spy or not.
So here we're down to the 1 minute warning here.
Yeah. Oh, another piece moved for Winner. Which at this point in time, he can probably afford to move this many pieces, but
right.
But I mean, he does need to be worried about Nemesis coming in with a minor. And here we go. This is the moment right here where all the champions are made. This is it. What's going to happen? What are these players going to do? Nemesis 1 minute and 2 seconds on the clock. Winner 3.5 minutes. And here it is. My gosh.
It's wild.
Winner calculating. Oh my goodness. So many pieces are being threatened. Nemesis, cool as a cucumber. And the double exchange. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, this actually ultimately is not good for Nemesis. He was probably hoping that they were reversed or something and that he was going to pick up a lieutenant there or something, but well, that just simplified the game tremendously. And now there's only so many pieces that can be the spy.
Yeah, Nemesis might need to.
This can't be the spy.
It was.
Oh, it is the spy. Wow. Now Winner's just, I think, unfortunately, just completely winning.
Yeah.
So now
it's gonna have to be a potential lotto.
A Hail Mary. Hail Mary. Yeah,
Okay.
Nemesis needs to get that old. Well, he can't even really move.
I don't even know if
there.
any of these pieces are the
Marshal
over here. Yeah.
This could be the Marshal now.
Yeah.
Any piece could be the Marshal.
Pretty much.
That's a sergeant there for Winner on F2. Another piece is now moved.
What is that? The spy?
The spy is dead.
Yeah, no, for where?
Oh, for Winner.
For Winner, yeah.
This is the Marshal protecting the spy. And the Marshal for Nemesis must be on D3.
I think that's what it looks like.
Yeah, Nemesis, unfortunately, another piece coming down now. He's just going to have to take a crack at the flag. I think this is a minor.
Winner may have bombed in a piece here as well.
Which would be insane.
I'm going to stick with my read on D10 as the flag.
Could you imagine 2 pieces bombed in for Winner? No way, right?
I doubt it.
It looks like a double vertical bomb, though, on my file, potentially. But where is the flag? We know that the only bomb we know is I9. And just, he's kind of forcing Winner to make a move here with the material advantage. And Winner with a 2-minute lead on the clock. Using all of his pieces in the attack now.
Yep.
This is the minor coming in for Winner.
For sure.
Guessing. Oh! What a bluff.
Yep. He got
Man. Yeah, at this point in time, I just don't think Nemesis has enough.
That was the telltale. It's coming in right now. This would be the minor coming down the G file.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be wraps.
Agreed. We'll see.
On this game. He has some Omega bluff here, and this is like not the flag.
Okay. That's a hit.
Ooh. That is a hit and a capture for Nemesis. What a capture.
Now Winner's coming back, not sold on the tripod here. I bet he'll hit and go if he feels in danger.
This is probably the Marshall though.
Yeah, for sure. He's trying to block
At this
that off.
point. There's no more tricks for Winner. He needs to lock this down.
Right. And he can. I think he can stop it.
Yeah. Yep. Because now, D10 looking like the flag here for Winner. That's the only, I mean potentially E10, I guess, but
no, it's D10 because he could easily. Yeah. He can't stop now. Okay. Unless it's
all right. Oh. And is Winner going to be 6 seconds on the clock for Nemesis, by the way?
Yeah, 6 seconds. Didn't see that.
Jeez. Over 2 minutes for Winner here.
He's going to crunch this. He's got the time to really think this through.
Yep, he's going to go for it. Is this the flag?
6 seconds.
Is he going to take the piece?
And it was. Okay. Great game. Good game, guys. Wow. Another tremendous game by Winner. Really using that last minute or last second lieutenant to get that hit on the minor there. So great game, guys. Winner, congratulations again on 2 wins in a row. Nemesis, fantastic job. Making it very difficult and making it very exciting. Loved it. Loved it. Great job, guys.
Very close game. Another very close game here by both players. Excellent demonstration of top tier tactics.
Right.
And just man, what a series this is turning out to be. I'm super excited for round 3,
which I think is tomorrow. I don't know if they've ironed out a time, but I think the goal is to play 7 games in 7 days. So right now it's a 2-0 advantage in Winner's court. I do know that Nemesis is going to completely switch gears and try something very exciting. So I'm looking forward to the next match. Hopefully it'll be as good as this one.
I'm super excited for the next match. I cannot wait to see it. For those of you watching at home, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the Stratego Freaks channel as the coverage will continue of this series.
And make sure you're heading over to Silverhammer's channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
And like and subscribe over there if you haven't. I'm sure you already have. But the bottom line is you're looking at the best to ever do it between the both of us.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to hold that title, but it is.
Great job. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, brother. I'll be probably playing a few games tonight. Hopefully I'll see you on there. And son, if you're listening, love you. Great job, bud. Proud of you once again. And you too, Winner. Hope you're listening too. All right, guys, we got to run. You guys all take care. We'll see you soon and kick some butt on Strategus, guys. Bye.